Aury is 2.5 months late with her period. The first time that Aury told me that she was pregnant, I remember like it was yesterday. She gave me a big old letter, and she had like this beautiful paragraph written, talking as if she was Selena, and it was adorable. But the moment she gave me that, and I think it was on was it on Valentine's Day? I think it was on Valentine's Day. And the moment she gave me that, I was in shock. There was a million things going through my mind. I was worried, scared, nervous. I was confused. You know, I don't think we talked like the rest of the night. We just kind of laid there, and I was like in shock. Like, what is happening? How? Well, I know how it happened, but I was just confused, and I was nervous, and I was scared. And I remember talking to a bunch of people who, you know, have been through the same situation, you know, being a parent for the first time. And, you know, they said a couple things to me that resonated, and it made me feel good. But at the same time, I was still nervous. I was still worried that I wasn't ready to be a parent. I wasn't ready to be a dad. You know, my mindset was like all over the place, you know. At that time, I was just worried about videos, hanging out with Aury, just hanging out with my friends, like doing shows and stuff like that. So I don't know. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. But then I talked to my mom. She told me, "Look, God has plans for you. This is a blessing. Boy or girl, you're gonna be a great father." My mom made me realize that it was such a blessing, you know, and that everything happens for a reason. And that we're blessed. We're going to be great parents, whether boy or girl, no matter what situation we're in. You know, we're going to be good. And she was right. And Selena is the greatest thing that ever happened to me in my life. And I remember the day that she was born. It was the happiest day of my life. You know, I remember when Aury was giving birth, I was just crying. I was crying my eyes out because I saw her in pain, and she was struggling to push Selena out. And then when Selena finally popped out, she flew out of there. I was just bawling because it was like I was scared. I was making like I looked at Selena. She was like purple. I was confused. I didn't know. You know, I mean, she was good, but I didn't know. So I was scared. I was crying out of happiness, but I was also, you know, crying out of fear. And you know, I followed her up to NICU, and I remember that being one of the most beautiful moments that I can remember in my life. I saw her laying there, you know, crying with, you know, all the wires and everything. She was like hooked up to everything because they were making sure she was okay. It was, man, I don't even want to think about it. I'm gonna start tearing up, but it was the greatest feeling I've ever had in my life. And you know what's crazy, guys? Like, you never know what you're missing until you have a kid. Like, Selena is man, I feel like the luckiest man in the world because I have Selena. I don't have any other way to explain it. And if you guys don't have a kid, and once you do, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. You live, breathe, and poop for your little one. And it's just crazy how things have a way of working themselves out. Like, I feel like my life before Selena was empty. It was like, I feel like there was nothing I was living for, like purposeless, if that makes any sense. I feel like I didn't really have a purpose when I look back. And the moment I thought everything was fine, like, I don't need to be a dad right now. But once Selena was here, I realized, like, now my life has meaning. And I never knew I could love somebody so much in my life. But, so, let me fix, I don't know what's going on up here with this broom. So, okay, back to what I was talking about in the beginning, guys. Now, the reason I'm telling you all this, guys, is because Aury is 2.5 months late with her period. I know. My heart is beating 1,000 miles an hour just saying that. I mean, it's so crazy because we've been talking about this for so long. And I mean, we're usually pretty good on protecting ourselves, but I guess it's my fault. So anyways, guys, she's 2.5 months late on her period. Now usually when Ari is late on her period, it's not a big deal. You know, it just passes. You know, she's late 1 month and then a couple days later she gets it. She's like, oh babe, false alarm. But 2.5 months, Jesus Christ, that looks sharp. I'm about to get stabbed by a tree. It usually it just passes, it's no big deal. But 2.5 months, guys, that's, I don't know, man. That's a big deal, and I'm already like thinking a million thoughts in my head when she told me this. I'm thinking, okay, is this it? Is this the moment that we're actually gonna find out if we're gonna have another baby? Are we gonna bring in a new addition to the family? Like, is this how it's happening, like so soon? Because we were just talking about this like it was. I remember one day I went up to her and I was like, babe, let's have another baby. She was like, what? Like, yeah, let's just do it. I just the thought of it, I was like, let's have another baby. And she's like, why? I said, look, my dad's getting older, my mom's getting older. You know, I feel like we should try and have a boy so Selena can have a little brother or maybe even a little sister. And I think there's no point to wait. You know, I mean, a lot of people talk about not being financially ready and not being stable. And I mean, honestly, if you wait to be 100% ready to have a baby, which I'm not knocking anybody who does, but I'm saying like you might be waiting for a really, really long time. And I mean, sorry guys, I'm overflowing with emotion right now. I'm trying to pick what to think about. Yeah, I told her I wanted to have a baby, but then like we were like, you know what, let's just wait. And then fast forward a couple months later to now, she is 2.5 months late on her period. So we haven't taken a test yet. She's at her Herbalife class right now, and she has a pretty busy schedule for the next couple of days. But I'm just waiting. I was like, babe, just give me a day. If we take that pregnancy test and it says positive, we're celebrating all day. I don't just watch you for 20 minutes and then you go off and to class and I don't see you again for the rest of the day. You need to give me a day, babe. Whether it's good news or it's bad news that she's not pregnant, we need to know. So I'm gonna go buy the pregnancy test right after this video, guys, and I'm just gonna wait for her. I was like, babe, please just give me a day. So I'm hoping this weekend, bright and early, I'm gonna wake her up with the pregnancy test, say, hey, pee on this. Honestly, guys, I'm really nervous, but like, I don't want to bring like any negativity into what's going on, and I don't really think it's negativity. It's just like real thoughts that I have. Like sometimes I wonder, like if we take this test and she is pregnant and we are having another baby, will I love this baby the same way I love Selena? Will I love this baby as much as I love Selena? Because Selena is the world to me. She is my firstborn, and the emotions and the things that I went through with her are, to me, they're priceless. And I just think like, I don't know if it's normal, guys, to think that. And if you guys have more than one kid, you can tell me. So I'm honestly like a little confused, a little scared. And I feel like I do need advice from, if you guys have been through that, or like just from your opinion, even if you have only one kid, if you don't have any kids, like what do you feel? What do you think I should be feeling right now as far as that area? Like, I don't ever want to have favoritism over Selena, I don't want her to be the favorite. I know a lot of families like that, where they favor one kid over the other, and I told myself I never want to be like that, because you should love them all equally. But I don't know, I'm just like, Selena is just like everything to me, and she's, I don't know how to explain it, guys. I don't know what I'm saying. But if you guys have advice for me, I could really use it right now. And this is all like if she's pregnant, guys. I don't know. 2.5 months later on her period. What do you guys think? Do you think she is? I don't think I've ever seen Ari 2.5 months late on her period. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go inside and hang out with Selena. I'm gonna be reading your comments, guys, because this is actually something I really do want like different opinions on, and I feel like sometimes people have already gone through it, so they can spare you, the stress or the roadblocks. If you've been through it, or if you feel like you guys have advice, just let me know. I'm gonna be reading all your comments. Do you guys feel like if I had a second baby, it would take away from Selena? But I am just crazy excited if I'm gonna have another little moco or little mocha. Little moquita. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go upstairs and play with Selena for a little bit. I'll be reading your guys' comments and all your life advice, because you guys know best. Your baby sister? She wanna go Mimi's? Rock her, Selena, rock her. You gotta rock her to sleep. Lullaby. Aww. Is she going Mimi's? She's sleeping? What you doing?
No, I want to baby toilet.
What's up, baby? You clicked an ad? That looks like Selena.
No, I
Yes, it does.
don't. Okay.
Bechito camera. Give a kiss, Selena. Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.